Hello everyone, welcome to English World. Today we will learn the meanings of some commonly used Hindi words. We often talk in Hindi at our home, in our offices, with our friends. So it is very important to understand the meanings of some very basic English words as well as some advanced words. Our very first word today is swikar karna. Swikar karna is called acknowledge in English. We can make a sentence like, please acknowledge my email. If you have written an email to somebody and you want the other person to respond, to tell you that he has received your email, you will say, please acknowledge my email. Next is Atma. We say soul for Atma in English, and an example is she has a pure soul. That means uski Atma pure hai, pavitra hai, simple hai. So we can say she has a pure soul. You can practice these sentences as I talk in English. She has a pure soul. Next is utsuk or utavla. For utsuk or utavla, the word is eager in English. We can make a sentence like Akash was eager to meet his parents after so long. That means Akash did not meet his parents, and now when he was about to meet the parents, he was very eager. So speak along with me. Akash was eager to meet his parents after so long. Next is Sahayata Karna. Sahayata Karna is called assistance in English. We will make a sentence like I need your assistance in my college project. You can need somebody's assistance for anything. You can ask someone to assist you in work, in cooking, in your homework, in your project, at work, or any other activity. So please read the sentence again. I need your assistance in my college project, for example. Next is Bhakt. Bhakt is called devotee in English, and we can make a sentence as in Meera is a devotee of Lord Krishna. Next is Bechani. Bechani is called anxiety in English. You can say I feel anxiety while traveling in aeroplane. That means you are a little scared and a little nervous. You're not comfortable. So you will say I feel anxiety while traveling in aeroplane. The next word is Sharminda hona. Sharminda hona is called embarrassed in English. You are embarrassed of something. That means you were feeling very ashamed. So you will say, I'm embarrassed. Never feel embarrassed to do something which is right. We should never feel embarrassed to do something which is right. Next is sans, breathe. The sentence is, he was heavily breathing after jogging. You jog a lot and then you get tired, so you can get a bit breathless. That means out of breath. Breathe is called sans. So you can form a sentence, he was heavily breathing. It is used as a verb here. He was heavily breathing. Breathing heavily means sans phul gayi. So heavily breathing after jogging. Next is lay out. It is called bring in English. Lay out. Lao. To get something from somewhere, you will say bring. For example, can you please bring some cookies for me? So you can easily form a sentence. Can you please bring some cookies for me? So instead of cookies, you can say anything. Please bring my book. Please bring some vegetables from the market when you come home. So we can form a sentence with bring easily. The meaning of lay out is bring. Next one is Bachpan. It is called childhood in English. Aman has been like this since his childhood. Bachpan say something related to your childhood. You will say childhood. So you will say Aman has been like this since his childhood. Means वो बचपन से ही ऐसा है. Next one is thanda. We say cold for thanda in English. So we will say a cold breeze was blowing outside. ठंडी हवा चल रही थी. You will say a cold breeze was blowing outside. Garam is hot. It's very simple. The cup was too hot to hold. Too hot to hold means it was too hot. इतना ज़्यादा. TOO means बहुत ज़्यादा. Too hot. इतना ज़्यादा गर्म था to hold. That you could not hold it. पकड़ने में it was very hot. So you will say the cup was too hot to hold. Aramdayak. Aramdayak means comfortable. I feel comfortable in these clothes. So if you are comfortable in anything, in any bed or sofa or any piece of furniture, so simply for Aramdayak, we will say comfortable in English. Our next word is Nirbhar. For Nirbhar, we say dependent. Dependent. After eating, we are not dependent on our parents. So in this, you simply say that we are not dependent on something. Independent means you are dependent on yourself. You're not dependent. So independent is the opposite of dependent. Next is khwab. It is simply called dream in English. Dream, D-R-E-A-M, dream. And you can form a sentence. It was my dream to become a teacher. You have a dream to become something, to do something. Sometimes we daydream, sometimes we dream while sleeping. So dream simply is sapna or khwab translated to English. We will say dream. Our next word is ascharya. Ascharya means हैरान हो जाना. For that we say wonder in English. So you can form a sentence where you can say I wonder how he cleared all his exam. आप हैरान हो कि उन्होंने एग्जाम कैसे क्लियर कर दिया because probably he did not like to study. So you will say I wonder. मैं हैरान हूँ. You will say I wonder how he cleared the exams. So you are surprised. So you are wondering how he cleared the exam. So you will say I wonder how he cleared the exams. Next is Ajib. Ajib will be called strange in English. So you can easily form a sentence like your behavior is a bit strange today. Your behavior is a bit strange today. Jigyasu. Jigyasu means जानने की इच्छा रखना. It is called curious in English. So for curious, you can use the sentence as I'm curious to know what they are talking about. आप जानना चाहते हो वो क्या बात कर रहे हैं. You will say I'm curious to know anything. I'm curious to know who will win the match. I'm curious to know who killed the couple in the movie. So you are curious to know something. Next is समझाना. समझाना को बोलते हैं explain. You can form a sentence like can you please explain this question again? क्या आप मुझे वो समझा सकते हो दोबारा से? So समझाना is explain. Do not confuse समझाना with समझना. For समझना we say understand. I understand. But अगर मैं आपको समझा रही हूँ तो I am explaining. So we will say explain. I am explaining something to you. Alright? Next one is बाएं. Means left. Over here it means left. My house is towards the left. मेरा घर left के towards है. We will simply say my house is towards the left. Next is sahi. In this, sahi means right, correct thing to do. So you can form a sentence like your answer is right. Right also means a direction, दाएं. So you can form a sentence like my house is towards the right. The next word is lifafa. It is called envelope in English. And you can form a sentence like he took out a letter from the envelope. Alright? Pratiyogita. Pratiyogita is called competition in English. You can form a sentence like she often takes part in dance competitions. You like to take part in some competition. So competition is simply pratiyogita. Any event in which some people participate is called pratiyogita or a competition. We can also call it a contest. Dheeraj or sabr means patience in English. So you will say have patience to achieve your dreams. Dhairya. Dhairya को हम patience बोलते हैं. Have some patience to achieve whatever you want. Next is tatolna. Tatolna is known as fumble in English. You fumble while speaking English. Suppose you meet a person and the person is not speaking fluent English. He is fumbling. Our next word is zarurat. It is called necessity in English. And we can form a sentence like food and shelter are the necessities to survive. So zarurat means necessity. Next is Esho Aram. Esho Aram is called luxury in English. So we can form a sentence like taking a taxi to the office is a luxury for me. If you go by bus generally, taking a taxi would be a luxury for you. So you will say taking a taxi to office is a luxury for me. The next word is thokna. It is known as impose in English. And we will say, I do not want to impose things on you. That means you do not want to force anything on somebody. So you will say impose. Next is fuspusana. Means to speak in a very soft voice. It is known as whisper in English. And we can use it in a sentence like they were whispering during the class. During the class, they were speaking very softly. So you will say they were whispering. Our next word is lagatar, which is called continuously in English. So you can form a sentence like he was working continuously for 8 hours. That means without stopping, the work was going on for 8 hours. We can say it was raining continuously, I've been traveling continuously, anything. So lagatar means continuously. Next is निश्चित रूप से. निश्चित रूप से means आपको लगता है कि ऐसा है. So we will say apparently. Apparently he can't speak French. So you think he can't speak French. You will say he can't speak French apparently. So we use the word apparently. when we think that ऐसा लगता है कि ऐसा है. Next is bhoot. Bhoot is called ghost in English. So we can simply form a sentence like I love to read ghost stories. भूतों की कहानियाँ. That is called ghost stories. Next is zaruri. Zaruri is known as essential in English. Essential. And we can use it in a sentence if we want to say that a balanced diet and some exercises are essential to stay healthy. The next word is komal, which is called delicate in English. And we can use it whenever we want to say that something is very komal or nazuk. We say delicate. We can form a sentence like these delicate plants need proper care. We can use this term for jewelry, for flowers, and some delicate crockery, glasses, which can be easily broken. So we say they are very delicate. Next is cheek. Cheekne ko we say sneeze in English, and we can form a sentence like use a handkerchief when you sneeze. Use a handkerchief. Handkerchief means hanky. The full form is handkerchief. Handkerchief when you sneeze. When you sneeze. जब आप sneeze करते हो, जब आप छींकते हो. Afsar or mauka is opportunity in English, and you will say it is a perfect opportunity to grow in life. Suppose you get some opportunity, so you will say it is a good opportunity to do something great. Next is than dena. For that we say accommodate. We can surely accommodate one more student in our room. Accommodate means रहने की जगह देना. So we will say we can accommodate somebody. We cannot accommodate somebody as it is already crowded. So accommodate means स्थान देना, जगह देना. Next one is uchit. For that we use the term adequate in English. Uchit means adequate. So you can form a sentence like the garden hasn't been getting adequate water. Adequate can also mean sufficient. So we can say the garden hasn't been getting adequate water. We need adequate food, or you can say plants need adequate sunshine to grow. So adequate means in the correct quantity. विकल्प को हम इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं ऑल्टरनेटिव, मीन्स कोई और ऑप्शन. सो वी विल से ऑल्टरनेटिव. इज देयर एनी अदर ऑल्टरनेटिव फॉर दिस सिचुएशन? क्या हम कुछ और कर सकते हैं, कहीं हम कहीं और जा सकते हैं? सो यू कैन से व्हाट इज द अदर ऑल्टरनेटिव. सो यू कैन से व्हाट इज द ऑल्टरनेटिव. द नेक्स्ट वन इज आपदा. आपदा is called calamity in English, means some crisis as far as the nature is concerned. So we can form a sentence like Uttarakhand suffered severe calamity from floods in 2013, or earthquake or any other event, tsunami, that makes the life very uncomfortable is known as a calamity. The next one is garbadi, kuch problem ho jana, that is called chaos in English. When the police arrived, the street was in total chaos. That means when the police arrived, सब जगह भगदड़ मची हुई थी, गड़बड़ी हो रखी थी, प्रॉब्लम हो रखी थी. Things were not in order. So things, if not in order, if they are out of order, it is known as chaos. There was chaos in the street. There was chaos everywhere when the police arrived at the scene of the murder. So chaos simply means mismanagement and things are not in order. Next is Gaya. So for Gaya, we will say vanish in English. Vanish means suddenly something just disappears. है ही नहीं, गायब हो गए. We will say vanish. And we can use it in a sentence like by the time we reached there, the thief vanished. जब तक हम वहां पहुंचे, चोर भाग गया था. He was not there. वो दिखाई नहीं आपको. Vanish हो गया था, गायब हो गया था. That is called vanished. Next is खट्टा. खट्टे को हम बोलेंगे सार. Remember that the pronunciation is सार, S-O-U-R. It is pronounced as sour. The soup has a sour taste. Similarly, karwa is called bitter, and we can form a sentence. This medicine is very bitter. Most of the medicines are bitter. Our next word is sharab, which is known as liquor in English. We can form a sentence with liquor in a sentence like this, that liquor is not sold at the store, or liquor is injurious to health. So liquor can be used for sharab in English. Next is Vishvia. Vishvia means which has spread all across the Vishwa, that is the world. Vish को आप globe बोलते हो, तो the word is global. Vishvia would be called global. So COVID-19 has led the world into a global crisis. Crisis means a bad situation, a very bad, extremely bad situation. We can use the word global in this sentence, that the whole world is in a bad situation, is in a poor situation because of COVID-19. The word sofa is known as couch in English. So you will say she sat on the couch to watch TV. Next is bekar. Bekar is worthless. कोई काम की चीज नहीं आपकी तो वो बेकार हो गई. You want to throw it. So you can say worthless, or you can also say like for things like the fan is worthless as it is very slow. वो आपको हवा ही नहीं दे रहा, तो it is slow. You will say it is worthless. My clothes are worthless, so I'm just going to give it to a maid or servant. Or you can say that this fridge is worthless as it is not working at all. This mobile is worthless as it is very slow. So you can use the word worthless in a variety of ways. Next is शून्य सहनशीलता. It means zero tolerance. You cannot tolerate it. आप बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते उस चीज को. तो that is called zero tolerance. India has zero tolerance for terrorism. India terrorism बिल्कुल बर्दाश्त नहीं करती, तो it has zero tolerance. Some of the people in India are vegetarians. They have zero tolerance for non-vegetarian food. So you can simply use the term zero tolerance for anything that is not at all acceptable. And the last word is karyashala. It is simply called workshop in English. A place where you can create things. A carpenter creates furniture in a workshop. Workshop is simply a place where you work and create or repair things. So we can say he is making a table in his workshop. I hope you found some new words from these 50 words that we just did. Remember to use them in your daily sentences so that you don't forget them. If you would like to improve your English from anywhere and anytime, do remember to subscribe to our channel. Hope you enjoyed the video.